Now let's talk about fixing and flipping properties. Rehabbing properties can be a lot of fun. There's a challenge to it and there's a little bit of art to it. As you look at a property, what you're doing is you're saying, okay, look at all these things that need to be repaired, and at the same time what you're doing is looking at how you make the property nicer and easier to sell. What was popular 30 years ago may not be popular now, so just updating the kitchen or the living room or how the flow of the property works can create a lot of value. The thing to remember if you're going to fix and flip properties is that you're going to need to have some cash. A lot of times this is just 20% of what the purchase and the rehab is going to be, because you're going to take your 20% and match it with an 80% hard money loan. But you still need to have access to that 20%. Then you're basically becoming a project manager at that point, as you've purchased the property. Now you have to get your contractors to come in and actually do what they bid. That can be a little bit of a challenge as some contractors get distracted or they get delayed on another job and back and forth. So one of the fun things you get to do is manage contractors and make sure that they're showing up and doing what you put in the contract. You need to pay attention so that you get the right materials installed, and everything looks good, and then you have to manage your cash in order to pay them. With contractors, you don't want to pay them before they deliver. You might have to give them some money up front to show that you're real, but you're not going to pay everything up front or even half. You don't want to let your contractors run wild, so you want to make sure that things are happening on schedule, because the faster you can get the property sold, well, that really increases your profitability. You want to make that money on this property, and then move on to the next property and make more money. Make sure that you have your insurance in place and that the contractors have their insurance, such as workman's comp. The big thing with a fix and flip is you go in and estimate repairs and say, okay, this is what the property needs and this is how much it will cost, and then manage any surprises or changes that happen, while remaining profitable. So build your budget, but know you will be managing risk and making sure that everything happens the way it's supposed to, or at least optimize how it should go, so that in the end you have a great property that's easy to sell, and you're able to make a profit on the deal.